Okay, now we are recording it. Okay, we start from you one, please. The first sentence.
Okay, get enough restful sleep. This last one isn't a habit for your morning exactly. However, before you can hope to implement new healthy morning habits, you should have the foundation of well-rested body and
Okay, so this last one isn't a habit for your morning exactly. However, before you can hope to implement, you said implement, I think, implement new healthy morning habits, you should have the foundation of a well-rested body and mind. So when you implement something, what do you do to that?
well, you do your best effort to make it happen.
Yes, you trigger it, you employ it or put it into action. And okay, however, before healthy morning habits, you should have the foundation of a well-rested body and mind. So do you believe that body and mind are connected to each other?
Yes, of course. Uh,
Could you explain
For
how?
example, you can easily feel it when you on the days you have not enough sleep or you didn't get any enough. Very soon you will get ill or you feel sick. So you can really find it when your mind or your brain is exhausted or tired. You cannot focus on anything, even physically or mentally, and you cannot do them right.
Yes, so you started from your mind and then you just went to your body. What about the other way around?
Well, if your body aches, for example, if you have, I don't know, a pain on your body, you won't feel really good and happy, and you cannot enjoy your time. So, on the opposite way, if your body doesn't feel good, your mind won't work as well as it used to work. So,
Good. Yes, that's right. Okay, so also there are some lessons at the LELB Society on the connection uh, or relationship between body and mind. And okay, so far so good. And Alan, please continue.
Excuse me, which paragraph I find the site
There's,
and get enough result sleep? Which line?
the first
The way you.
sentence was read by Owen.
Okay. Before you can hope to
No, that is
implement
not a
new.
complete sentence. The way you feel why.
Power. The way if you why after that the way okay the way the way you feel while you're awake is dependent in part on your sleep habits. If you
Okay, hold on.
if you
The
okay
way you feel while you're awake is dependent in part on your sleep habits. Uh, Again, this is a typical pronunciation mistake or mispronunciation to start words actually where with S as S. I don't mean you mispronounced it, but this is a general reminder. So the way you feel while you're awake is dependent in part on your sleep habits. What's the meaning of in part?
to some extent.
To some extent, to some degree, partly, and uh, you know, I really recommend you learn these adverbs instead of just saying very or so much. You can use a variety of other alternatives.
sorry, sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Shouldn't we use on after dependent on something?
Yes, we have on here.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. It's after in part.
Yeah, in part is an adverb, and you know adverb could be omitted. Adverbs are just intended to give extra information, and they are not a necessary part of their sentence.
Yes, I got that.
Okay. So, Anastasia,
If you've been feeling groggy, irritable, or exhausted, you might not be getting enough quality sleep.
mispronunciation. We don't have my. You said my. It's may. So,
Oh yeah, you may, yeah.
okay, if you've been feeling, if you feel groggy, means again weak and unable to do things normally, frail, decrepit, doddering, tired, sleepy. This is a good approach to practice synonyms. Expanding your vocabulary with the help of other vocabulary, in opposition to resorting to translation. Do not try to translate words, from a second language into your mother tongue, or vice versa, because translation actually cannot help you to learn a second or foreign language. So synonyms and antonyms and derivatives, parts of speech, try to replace translation with these to expand your vocabulary. For example, by learning groggy, you can learn frail, decrepit, doddering, sleepy, drowsy, enervated, incapacitated, slow, unsteady, wobbly, and faint, that you can see if you just place the cursor of your mouse on groggy. And the same is true about irritable, which has the meaning of easily annoyed, angered, furious, infuriated, enraged, short-tempered, ill-tempered, irascible, bad-tempered, touchy, and grouchy. Or exhausted, again groggy, incapacitated, enervated, debilitated, weary, fatigued, worn out, deadbeat, and the rest, So you may not be getting enough quality sleep. And what is quality sleep?
Sleep more than 6 hours.
So does it concern the amount of time or the quality of sleep?
A good sleep. Enough sleep.
Yes, enough is the
Calm sleep.
quantity of sleep, but basically mostly it just focuses on the quality of your sleep, not just the amount of sleep. We have a term REM, REM, standing for rapid eye movement, and this is the maximum restfulness, okay, that you need to have in order to just be able to function properly when you get up. And so you need to, your body desperately needs to have REM, or experience REM, rapid eye movement, and during your restful sleep. So many people, some people could sleep for hours, 10 hours, but the quality of their sleep is not good. Therefore, their body does not get refreshed, Okay.
Yeah.
So, we have another participant. Okay, so let's continue with one.
Sorry, I lost your voice. Should I start?
Yes, please.
During sleep, your body is working to support healthy brain function and maintain your physical health.
Okay, mispronunciation. To wait for the teacher. You're responsible for any, even actually, if I make or utter words incorrectly, you should correct me. It's not asleep, it's sleep. And also you can watch the podcast on our YouTube and Instagram channel and social media, and in order to see if you really said asleep or sleep, or I just corrected you in a wrong way. But yeah, this is a very common mistake. Your body is working to support healthy brain function and maintain your physical health. So, what's the meaning of maintain?
Fix, I think.
Fix,
Continue an action.
continue. Here, particularly, it means to continue, sustain, and carry on. Preserve. Okay. And what is the noun form of maintain? Maintenance. Okay, during
Maintenance,
sleep,
okay,
your
okay.
body is working to support healthy brain function and maintain your physical health. Okay, so far so good, it's so clear. So, Alan?
Okay. In fact, a sleep plays such as a vital role in your physical well-being,
Okay,
mental
continue.
clarity, and quality for life. That ongoing sleep deficiency,
Deficiency.
deficiency. The amount varies by individual, but typically this means less than 6 to 8 hours of restful sleep each night can have adverse effects on your health and how well you think, react, work, learn, and get along with others.
Such a long sentence, but and also several mispronunciations. Who detected?
I detected vital and hour.
Yes, vital. And vital means?
Very important, extremely important.
Yeah, you know, it has come from vita means life, or V, and even actually vitamin has the same root. So it is good, it is necessary for life, it is too urgent and pressing. So, in fact means certain, means actually. Sleep plays, again, another mispronunciation. It seems that most of you have this problem. It's not asleep, it's sleep. This is called consonant cluster in English, and usually consonants that just appear in succession seem to be problematic in pronunciation, particularly for Iranians. And such a vital role in your physical well-being, the quality of being happy, healthy, and prosperous, mental clarity and quality of life, that ongoing sleep deficiency. So if you're suffering from sleep deficiency, it is said that you have sleep deprivation. Another word for that is sleep deprivation, or you are in debt of sleep. In debt, DEBT. B is not pronounced. You are in debt of sleep. or actually a technical term, insomnia. Do you know this word?
Yes, it's a kind of illness when the person cannot sleep at night or so.
Exactly. And the adjective is insomniac. And okay, the amount, again, actually you said the amount. Did you know that there should change to the if it is located before words starting with vowels? Yeah, so there changes to the amount varies by individual, but typically this means less than 6 to 8 hours of restful sleep each night can have adverse or negative unpleasant effects on your health and how well you think, react, work, learn, and get along with others. And get along means accompanied by or together with, in the company of, as well as plus, and the rest. So we have some new participants. And
Hello?
hello. This is your first time to be here, so please introduce yourself to us.
Yes, I'm missing this session every day because I forgot. So
It's
I'm
not going to
sorry.
be every day anymore. It's just
Why?
because people did not take it seriously enough, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, and so it's just on Saturdays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. Of course, you can just consult the information in the class registration text channel. The information is there in the text channel, class registration. And if we continue having just an insufficient number of students, again, unfortunately, I have to cancel the class forever.
Okay.
So it depends on actually you and the amount of energy that I take from you. I mean the participants. And so
Yes.
okay, so, and also you are encouraged to invite your friends to this class to keep the ball rolling, to set the ball rolling and maintain it. And yeah,
Of course.
so there are some comments. Please go down, scroll down to reach for the comments. Of course, it's not necessary anymore to leave comments. Forget about comments. But now that we have some or a bunch of comments, let's focus on them. And let me see. Okay. I'm reviewing them. I have this question because actually perhaps it takes so much time. Why do we have many people who take sleep pills these days, and they find it really difficult to go to bed and to fall asleep? Why do we have such a major problem in society? Let me see. Yeah. So how can I pronounce your name? The newcomer. Mohaka. So Mohaka, what do you think about that? That
about what?
We have so many people just they have difficulty falling asleep at night, and they have to just take some pills to go to bed and fall asleep.
Yes, that sound. This thing sometimes happens to me. As some reasons of because of overthinking about something, or things happen in a whole day.
So you mean that people are under so much pressure or stress? And yeah. Okay, so far so good. So Nastasia, what do you recommend people just should do in order to get away from this condition, in order to just diminish the amount of insomnia they're experiencing or facing, especially at night? Any remedies?
Well, perhaps they may try create some regime. For example, wake up every day at the same time and fall asleep at the same time. If it won't work, if it don't work, they could try meditation, for example, and also they could actually try physical exercises before sleep, just run around the home for 15-30 minutes.
Good points, yes. Doing physical exercise these days, we have to do it indoors, unfortunately, because of the virus, particularly. And also practicing meditation, going to bed at a regular time, fixed time, and yeah, so that your mind gets used to it. Okay, any further point? Alan, what else?
Okay, I think about exercise and for about stress. I think stress is very important in my life. We should control my stress in my work. In exercise is very important. Physical exercise and meditation.
Okay.
Meditation is very, very good.
Okay, yeah. And this question for you, Juan, how do you manage stress or handle stress? Because life is so complicated these days, so you need to be able to just tackle with that overwhelming amount of stress.
Well, it depends on the situation. For example, if your stress is about the exam that you're going to have on tomorrow, well, you can do your best and after that say, okay, I've done everything I could, so there's nothing more that I should think about it or I can do it right now. But if your stress is about the future or the problems that they keep coming into your mind and you cannot ignore them, well, I think physical activity or music or something that you can just put your focus on it instead of being worried about the things that you cannot control can really help you.
Yes. As a matter of fact, you cannot prescribe one or two items for all people, because people are different. They have different personalities, and
Yes, of course.
In order to be able to fully control or manage your stress, first of all, you need to get to know yourself more and more. I mean, what kind of a person you are. And for instance, either you are a highly sensitive person, you are introverted, extroverted, you are I don't know, visually oriented, auditorily oriented. These are some different personality types. Or you are sociable, you are reserved, you are taciturn, you are gullible, and some other, let's say, adjectives and labels or personality traits, as I said. And a very good example we are dealing with is these days when, because of the coronavirus, we have to stay home most of the time, quarantine ourselves, and also be afraid of the consequences. So this situation is pretty stressful. So to put an end to this session, one by one, I'm going to ask you this question: that what have you been doing these days to manage this high amount or level of stress in response to the coronavirus? So let me see. I start from you, Nastasia. Just a couple of points that you are just practicing and implementing to deal with the stress of the virus and the pandemic.
Well, I would recommend do some things. For example, to learn some new skill, or just don't take it too seriously. Don't watch television and social media too much. And
you mean don't take the pandemic seriously?
In some sense, yes.
Okay,
but
I don't
mean...
generally agree with you, because it is a very serious issue, and if not taken seriously, actually even the situation gets worse, and people should take it seriously, in my idea.
No, I meant that you should stay at home and use mask. Don't take seriously that it's that stressful and we are going to die. And I mean this.
Yeah, we should not magnify that or over exaggerate it, but this is a very pretty damn serious issue, and to some extent unprecedented over the past century. Okay, so that was your opinion. And Mahaka, what is your opinion about that, to deal with the high level of stress in response to coronavirus?
So the first thing I want to mention is to follow and take all the precautions to be safe at your home. In addition to doing something new, like as mentioned by another participant here, that you can improve your skills. You have an internet at your home, so you can search about something you want to learn. Doing sports also is a very important point to mention to keep your health and keep you fit.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, just
welcome.
1 or 2 points would be sufficient. Okay, and Alan, what about you? 1 or 2 points.
Okay, I think some activities is very good for us in these days. For example, some days I make breads, and it was a good activity for us. And for example, make foods. Okay, sometimes I do some exercise. Body exercise, and it's very good. And read books is very good. I can use this time by read some books that I like, and I think, for example, somebody can write about these days. Writing is very good for
Okay.
these days. Okay.
Writing journals, yes, diary writing. So far so good. Just say bake breads, or it's better to say it's a better or more common collocation. And exercise, the first syllable is stressed. And let's end this session with one's opinion about this current topic.
Well, as a matter of fact, I basically don't consider myself with the things that are out of my control. I try to follow all instructions that experts and doctors give us, but when you cannot do anything more, so I just spend my time to develop my skills as everybody mentioned, and just enjoy my time. That's it.
Okay, if you can enjoy your time. uh, yeah, it depends on your pursuits and hobbies. These days, as a blogger and a person who is somehow an expert in the field of teaching online and also providing online resources, so I get even actually busier compared to previous days and previous time. Yeah, it depends on your jobs. Most of people have lost their jobs even in the United States, so so the situation is really critical. All right, thank you very much for your participation. Remember, the next session will be the day after tomorrow and not tomorrow, and I will inform you about the assigned task. You don't need to leave any comment anymore. Forget about comments. And I really hope we will have more participants. Otherwise, I told you, we need to just revoke the class forever. Thank you. Take care. Be safe, and see you the day after tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir, and goodbye.
See you later.
Bye-bye.